Right. The president will lay out how America's standing in the world and democracy are at stake. Biden will highlight what he sees as progress over the past 2 years to protect our democracy, but that our rights and freedoms remain at risk. If only we had a warrior by the name of DNC Chair Jaime Harrison. Oh, there he is. Hi. Good morning, sir. I wore my
Good morning, Stephanie.
I wore my blue shirt just for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Listen, I was just going through, I know this sounds like a press release. However, this really is pretty extraordinary what President Biden and the Democrats have gotten accomplished. This is just from the news story about the speech. Biden has racked up big wins on longtime Democratic goals, including taxing corporations and the ultra-wealthy, signing into law the biggest climate change bill in history, making huge inroads on reducing drug prices, working to get what is now a massive reduction in gas prices and stabilization of inflation, helping millions of veterans access care for toxin-based cancers, signing the first major gun control law in decades, maintaining and even reducing historically low unemployment while overseeing historic job and wage growth, signing the first major infrastructure bill in decades, getting America's first black woman justice confirmed to the Supreme Court, removing the leader of al-Qaeda, strengthening and expanding NATO while supporting Ukraine after Russia attacked the sovereign nation, and more. Okay, so thanks for coming on. Good night. No, go ahead.
Well, and Stephanie, so that's the good on the Democratic side. What's the bad on the Republican side? If you take a look at all those bills in the House, the Inflation Reduction Act, the American Rescue Plan, no Republican voted for those. Yeah. Infrastructure law, 200 Republicans voted no. The CHIPS and Science Act, 187 Republicans voted no. PACT Act for Veterans, 174 Republicans voted no. Gun Safety Bill, 193 Republicans voted no. Violence Against Women Act, 200 Republicans voted no. So, the contrast is stark in that Democrats are fighting for regular everyday people, and the Republicans, if their special interests aren't writing them, stroking a contribution or a campaign check, then they can't vote yes.
Yeah.
And so I don't even understand why this should be even close.
Yeah.
But it is. So we're going to fight like hell to make sure that we keep our majorities in the House, we grow our majorities in the Senate, and we pick up some governor's mansions and state houses as well.
Yeah. I said a long time ago, turn off the pundits and the polls and all that stuff. I just think, with the overturning of Roe and everything in the news cycles, I just would not make any predictions at this point. I mean, basically, I hate to say this, but they only have sort of lying left. Like you pointed out, Chuck Grassley told Iowans he was for $35 caps on insulin prices. You said, but he voted to block the $35 cap on insulin for folks with private insurance, and not one Republican voted for the Inflation Reduction Act. I mean, the White House was on it with people like Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about debt relief, listing what every single, debt relief Republicans got from PPP, right?
Well, and all the Republicans have is fear and fraud. That is all they have, fear and fraud. They lie to their constituents. They don't do anything, and they try to make them scared about the other. Oh, either it's minorities or the transgender kids or women controlling their own bodies, right? All of that is here's the boogeyman in the closet or under the bed, and that's all that they have. And the American people are tired of that. Yeah. They're tired of that BS, and they're ready for somebody who's going to fight for them all the time.
And I believe you tweeted, roughly 43 million Americans will benefit from the student relief. I think Republicans know this is wildly popular, and they're just sort of not sure how to. I love that they keep trying this. Democrats are very radical and extreme, and you just said no matter how hard they try to hide it, MAGA Republicans are radical and extreme. Mm-hmm. They are attacking our fundamental rights, and the American people will not stand for it. Whether it's these abortion laws or on and on, it is really a fight for freedom this midterm.
It is. Tim Scott, I think it was last night, I responded to it this morning, sent out this tweet to Kathy Hochul about freedom-loving New Yorkers can come down to South Carolina. I was like, what damn South Carolina are you talking about? You talking about the one that today they're trying to do a total ban of abortion with no exceptions for rape and incest? Is that the freedom-loving South Carolina you're talking about? Or are you talking about the one that doesn't give Medicare expansion to hardworking people in the state? I mean, they live in this, they love the words of, the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. They love how they sound, but they don't have a damn clue what the words actually mean.
Yeah.
Liberty and justice for all means not just liberty and justice for some of y'all. It means for all of us, not just a select group.
Yeah.